Hey everyone, Genevieve here to talk about our upcoming full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. Now, this is going to be happening Friday afternoon, East Coast time, at just after 1:30 p.m., about 1:33. Now, this eclipse, again, like the last one, this is not going to be seen over North and South America at all. Your best bet of seeing this is if you're in Europe, Africa, Asia, kind of like the center of the world, and those of us on the outskirts are not going to really see this as much, but we're going to feel the energy for sure, as with any full moon and lunar eclipse. And so we're in Scorpio. So what is the sign of Scorpio? Well, it is a water sign. It's a fixed water sign. We've talked about fixed signs before. We've talked about the elements and Scorpio energy. So Scorpio energy normally anyway is as an emotional water sign. It is very nurturing, creative, but Scorpio has the reputation of also being kind of sneaky and secretive, and kind of more into the darker sides of the human psyche, right? So some of the, not necessarily negative, but just kind of the shadow, the darker side of human qualities are a lot of times expressed in Scorpio placements. So with this being a full moon opposite the sun of Taurus right now, there's an oppositions with the moon that are going on that's going to be very erratic. It's going to bring very uncertain energy. With Scorpio being normally a very intuitive sign, this is actually going to have the opposite effect. There's going to be reason to, you're going to not want to always trust your intuition at this time, which, because there's an opposition with Uranus. And come on, what does Uranus do if nothing else than disrupt things? Pluto just went into a retrograde into Aquarius as well. So we have some major kind of disruptors coming into to unstabilize this kind of already intense, already very deeply emotional, kind of darker placement of the moon and the sun. So what we're going to be wanting to guard against, especially when it comes to, again, your intuition might not always be right, but also you want to guard against any gossip. There might be some gossip. There might be a tendency to get restless and bored and lose your kind of creative spark, and in such kind of cause or stir up some trouble just because you're bored, just for entertainment. Don't do that. This is not the time to do that. Be prepared for unpleasant surprises, unpredictable, unexpected changes in circumstance, residence, or status, whether it be an employment status, a relationship status, a living arrangement. There's going to be kind of extraction, anxiety, and relationship trouble. Okay, so this is anyway the energy that is going to be prevalent, and I'm telling you all of this because you want to be able to guard against all of this, right? So what do? The best way to work with this kind of energy, of course, and especially when we're in a sign of a water sign, and especially with Scorpio being the kind of really just deeply nurturing, but also deeply kind of psychic, deeply a secretive sign of an emotional sign of Scorpio, to go inside, to find a way to balance out some of your extreme energies, or to be prepared for the next kind of little upheaval, unexpected change. Do your best to keep yourself out of drama. Don't cause it. Don't be a part of it. Don't poke the sleeping bear. Just kind of let it ride. Let the energy play out as it is, and just be versatile. Again, whenever Uranus comes in to disrupt things, you need to be on your toes. You need to be versatile. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so this full moon is going to definitely be felt most among other signs who have either Scorpio placements or fixed sign placements. Again, the fixed signs are also Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and what is the other one? What is the other one? The fire fixed Leo. Yeah, that's it. So all of that energy is really, don't get into conflict. Definitely conflicts with the opposite sex, even those in what you think are strong relationships, marital relationships, are going to be under fire. So do your best to just kind of back away from that. Certainly don't, out of boredom or loneliness, like just get in the middle of things that really don't have anything to do with you. Just protect and preserve your energy. Now, again, this is the time when there's eclipse, when there is a full moon, we are letting go, releasing the last cycle. We are harvesting all of the good rewards from the previous cycle, and we are kind of planting the seeds for the next one. So focus on that. Nurture your creative talents at this time. Nurture the good things, okay? Think before you act and react to things. Find the goodness in any challenging situation. My oil blend that I created for this occasion is perfect. It's called Nurture, and it's full of some kind of watery scents, but florals. It's very, it's powerful. It calms the mind. It relaxes you. It also helps you get in touch with your more nurturing side. Don't think this is not going to be a time. This is going to be a time of shedding tears, of releasing and channeling anger, of fear, of frustration. So all of that is going to happen. You have to allow that to happen for the next cycle to begin. Again, work with it. Or if it's something that's going to be detrimental, don't be so rigid that you just stand in its way and let it happen. Just move aside and let it flow on past you, okay? Because that's what's meant for you is for you, but don't try to catch what's meant for somebody else. So good. Again, focus on that. Focus on your creativity. Focus on maybe, you want a haircut. You want to prune some hedges. You want to declutter things. Some things you need to grow. Some things you need to plant. Definitely journal. Again, full moon, you're harvesting, but this is the time that normally I would tell you to put your crystals out and charge them. I'm not charging my crystals under this full moon. I don't necessarily want of this intense contrarian energy right now with all the retrogrades going on and the opposition with Uranus. I've had enough of Uranus. Look, Uranus is my co-ruler, so I know now enough in my wiser age to respect Uranus and stay the F out of Uranus's way. So do that. Journal, meditate, definitely get into nature or get into things that bring you to your positive, your spiritual center, your calm, and anything that you want to step into to move forward to, give it a pause. Wait a few days after this full moon, after this eclipse to do that. So spend these next few days leading up to and then after the full moon just really just focusing inward, and finding your center and meditating and all of the things to prepare you for. If there's something to celebrate, certainly celebrate it, but not boastfully. That is kind of the energy that we're going for now. And just remember though, no matter how good you are or how wonderful, how many people like you, what good your intentions are, there's always going to be people that are going to hate on you or misinterpret you. That's not your fault. That's not your problem. That's their problem. So this is also the time kind of letting go of what your image is or what you are, the image you're trying to cultivate. And just be yourself. And remember, the people that are there for it, or they're going to be there for it no matter what. The people who aren't, they're not worth your time. Let that go. All right. I think that's all I have for now. So until next time, guys, blessed be. Namaste. And take care of yourselves. Just really just kind of hold it close to your vest this next few days over this intense uh, eclipse and full moon in the sign of Scorpio. And nurture yourself. Number one, nurture your home, nurture your positive qualities, nurture the things that are working well, and avoid the things or put a pause on the things that are confusing, that are throwing you off balance, and that are not for you. All right, that's it for this time. Bye bye.